Welcome, dear youngsters, serious, sincere, regular you all. My gratitudes to you, my congratulations to you, my salutations to you, and also my wishes and prayers. Only wish and prayer is be in touch with the Shastra Adhyanam by listening to someone all the time so that you are always kept up in your information, in your inspiration, in your empowerment to lead a noble, good, fruitful life for yourself, outer and inner, and also for the world at large. If possible, even you must grow spiritually. Welcome. We have our 7 things to study today. The last one is learning of Kena Upanishad chanting. Yesterday we chanted or learned Shanti mantra, one or two mantras we will learn today. Before that, Valmiki Ramayanam, we have seen yesterday Hanumanji meeting with Sita Mata and all. Then their Samvada Visa. So to Hanuman, Vibhishana meeting much before, according to Tulasi Ramayana. That also we saw. Today we'll have to see Hanumanji's Yuddha with all those Rakshasas of Lanka, Hanuman being caught by Indrajit. Thereafter, Hanuman Ravana Samvada. Then Ravana orders to burn Hanumanji's punch tail. Hanumanji burns the whole Lanka. Again salutes Mother Sita after dipping his tail in the water, then taking her permission, he comes back to Sugriva. Those things we will see. Before Sugriva, he meets Vali and others, Angada and others who are the elders and leaders. Okay. Before that, we have Bhagavad Gita, third shloka we will see today, in which this Tita Prajna, Gunaateetha Lakshanas are told. The Kimachar Havala question, third one, concluded today. Tomorrow we'll see Katham Etan Trin Gunan Ativartate. How to go beyond these three gunas and reach to the Gunatita, Atmasthiti, Purushasthiti, Kshetrajnasthiti, and also Gneyasthiti, Mokshasthiti. Before that, we'll have our Vedic chanting. Before that, Om Saranavavatu. Before that, संकल्प प्रार्थना सबसे पहले the common sense thought. Okay, today's common sense thought is every day we remind two things definitely without fail, our goal to be reached and the means to reach to that goal. ये तो as long as you and I are together, every day you will be reminded. Okay, once the means are understood, they are not one means. Many means have to be adopted. You have to set right the outer world. You have to set right your relations with things, beings. You have to set right your way of using the resources. You have to set right your own personality layers. All that put together is called the means or sadhana for the goal, worldly or spiritual. Like if I am a spiritual person, for sadhanas of me is I have to set right my relation with the objects there. उसमें लिमिटेशन देखकर मतलब उसको लिमिट करना. I have to set right my interaction with the people. Then I have to set right my whole upadhis of sharira, prana, mana, buddhi. Then I have to be pakka in my shastra jnanam. Then I have to sit and bring power of concentration, etc. Then contemplation, then meditation. So many steps are there for me for my spiritual perfection. So too for you for the worldly goal. For example, you have to score 10 on 10 in your studies. Let us say you are a college student. That is the goal. Now, in the means, so many are there. First thing is be regular to college. Of course, with your books and pens and notebooks. Then note all the points. Then come home and do homework of all that is studied in revision. If you are finding difficulty, if the accessibility is there, go to the professor who taught you, get it cleared. If not, you have to have a tuition. Then your regular revision and study. If there are experiments, uska mein pura gyan. If they are formula, you have to remember them. And if there are 7 subjects, each subject has so many chapters. So every one of them you have to master. So these are all your the subject college study related means to reach to the goal of 10 on 10. The other things are what? You have to be healthy in your body. You have to be calm and quiet in your mind. And for that, the right food, right exercise, and with the friends and all, how much hour is required, that much only you meet. So too, your other entertainments, etc., have to be very well planned. 5 minutes a day, 10 minute a day, that's all, half an hour. तो ये सब साधनाएं हैं जहाँ हर एक चीज को सेट करना होता है, isn't it? Without doing all of them, we just imagine we can reach to any goals, worldly or spiritual. It's only an imagination, isn't it? Now India, भारत माता को विश्व गुरु बनना है, spiritually, morally, ethically, value wise, economically and scientifically, politically, technically. अब इतनी चीज़ों में आगे बढ़नी है, दैट इज़ अ गोल. तो यू हैव टू सी द sadhanas or the means. Everything is required. The education systems required to be improved are allotted everywhere. That's why throughout the country, all technical, medical, engineering, astro वाले सारे colleges, universities बढ़ रहे हैं. पहले educate कराओ. Then for them required facilities required to be provided. So the internets are provided, all of them. Food has to be made available. That food chains are made. Transport has to be required. There were flights, trains, roads were made well, tracks are made, shipping, all of that. अब देखो how many millions things to be done for bringing the country to a higher status, and it has to be maintained health wise. Thousands of hospitals you have to put, and colleges you have to do medical, nursing college is required. अब कितना मेहनत कर रहे हैं our present government. No country in the world is doing so much. No earlier government has done, nobody can do in future. It is something unique times we are going through. Nobody will have that type of joy of seeing such a great, committed, dedicated, patriotic governance. नहीं मिलेगा आपको. इसी पार्टी में दूसरा बंदा भी आएगा तो भी उसको किसी को कैपेसिटी इतनी नहीं होगी, एज मच आई सी नाउ. मे बी बाय भगवत कृपा, द his grace cannot be underestimated. He may bring out someone more greater, but otherwise, as you see, look around now, what a great work is going on. Every aspect is taken care. Wow, the banking sectors, the grocery sectors, तो कल का जो मैं सुन रहा था, इवन द रेडी वाले, इन द रेलवे कूली वाले, सबके फैसिलिटीज कर रहे हैं. उनको प्रणाम कर रहे हैं because they are the ones who are promoting UPA and all more than anybody. Yesterday's that talk was so great. After the elections announced in 7 phases from 19 April to 1st June and 4th counting, national and 5 state or 4 state election, of that 1 hour of discussion with that news media was awesome, wonderful. You can see there the plannings for 2027 next 23 years के लिए centenary celebration of freedom fight, freedom achievement. So many required, and at the same time, the opposition parties have to be answered, named, satisfied. Then the international issues, already past issues to be sorted out. Presently, trading relation अच्छा होना है. Future के लिए कोई टेंशन नहीं करना. So too, you have to jail these third class countries of Pakistan and China who are bent upon jealousy with India, trying to trouble us. अब देखो इतने means को करना है. Now you can't take rest only, बेचारा. Single-handedly somebody is doing. Of course, we are all praying, we are all supporting, we are not opposing. So many others are there are helping hands. एक अकेला तो कभी नहीं कर जाएगा, कर पाएगा. These example I have given only to say so many means we have to do. Clear? What is today's suggestion, common sense for you is what? Take immediate few things. Like when you have to reach to a destination 500 kilometers away, 480 kilometers from here, 20 kilometers before that, there is a point. Then from there, 20 kilometers. So even to reach to the final point or reach to a point 20 kilometers before, where you start from? You start from where you are now. From here, the first 20 is your target. Then 20, 20, 20. In the same way, your goal is to achieve the 10 on 10. For that, this is how on the day of exam you have to pass, right? For that, you have to be thorough by the day of exam, all your subjects. Today, where do you stand? What is immediate urgent? क्लियर? उनको आप पहले समझ कर ना. Now the next thing is the only thing to tell which I am here. All other things are already discussed many times. What it is, what? You first select an hour of the day and select the thing to be done and do it in that time with full love, with full commitment. Like I have to master maths because I'm weak in it. तो सेलेक्ट एन आवर मॉर्निंग 5 to 6 और 7 to 8. कोई भी तुमको जो है 1 घंटा समय या जितना चाहिए सकते हो, जितना देना चाहिए, जितना दे सकते हो, जितना चाहिए, एज मच यू कैन गिव, एज मच इट इज टू बी गिवन, बैलेंस करके 1 hour और वट एवर द टाइम यू गिव इट एंड यू डू इट आराम से, एंजॉय डूइंग इट, डू इट विथ लव. तो इससे क्या होगा? फर्स्ट यू हैव कांकर्ड द 1 hour टाइम, कांकर्ड द टाइमिंग, सुबह 5 से 6. देन कांकर्ड 1 hour टाइम, 5 से 6. Then at that time you conquered your mind with its love liking for what you have to do that time, let us say mass, and you have conquered doing the mass, you have conquered learning the mass. That 1 hour achievement is a great achievement. Once you do it and are developing that confidence, then you can do half an hour, 1 hour, one day in the afternoon or in the evening. In this way, time conquering and time conquering, and in that our mind conquering and conquering in doing what is to be done. Like if you take spiritual people's example, so they are at the level of disturbance of the mind, it has to be quieted. Many sadhanas are there. One of them is, let us say, doing the japa. So 45 minutes जप फर्स्ट कितना टाइम करना चाहिए, 7-8 मालास. टाइम डिसाइड करो कब इज कन्वीनियंट टू यू, वेयर you are not obliged to others, others don't disturb you. Morning 5 to 6, let us say. So 5 to 6 time for next whole life of mine, or at least next 5 years, or at least 1 year, only for that japa. So 4:45 उठे, नहाए, 5 में बैठे, 5 to 5:45, 6 you did it. So उसमें क्या हुआ? 1 hour time, that 5 to 6 hour you are awakened. 1 hour of time you have conquered. In that, what you have to do and you want to do, you could do it and you have achieved it. Without leaving that, another thing. Puja required, satsanga required, study of Shastra required, contemplation, meditation required. So one by one, with confidence, you have to add, because all of them are required for spiritual growth. I am telling spiritual example. In your case also, once you have conquered 1 hour mass, now half an hour again for physics, half an hour for chemistry, half an hour for computers. I say दिन में जो जो लक्ष्य पाने के लिए साधनाएं करनी है, उसको करने में कामयाब होना है. When you succeed in doing the sadhanas, then only you will succeed in succeeding the success. In the success, isn't it? विजय में विजय पाना है, तो विजय पाने के लिए जो चीजें करनी है, उसको करने में विजय पाना है. Very simple common sense thought, but very essential, which we neglect. My main point is, start conquering, start doing, start winning without giving it up. अब क्या है हमारा? Ambitions are big, not even means are known, and the resources are never gathered, and never we are dedicatedly giving any time, any day. अब कब मौका मिला, कभी मूड आए तो करते हैं, नहीं तो नहीं करते हैं. अर्लियर द इंडियन गवर्नमेंट, द होल गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर ऐसे ही होता था, प्राइवेट तो थे ही नहीं. नेवर एवर वी वर डेवलपिंग. नाउ देखो, एवरीथिंग इज टारगेट बाउंड, टाइम बाउंड. पक्का हो रहा है इसलिए काम, कितना काम हो रहा है इंडिया में, बाप रे बाप बाप. I was happy listening yesterday to the farmer ladies farmer. 1,000 drones are given for them for their work of various types. मेरे को तो सुनकर मजा आया. टिंग टिंग कर रहे हो लोग ड्रोन से, अपना मैनेज कर रहे हैं डॉल पहाड़ों में. लाइक दैट वन एग्जाम्पल. वेरी क्विकली टाइम बाउंड वर्क इज हैपनिंग. नहीं तो आराम से, हाँ रेल पटरी बनानी है, 5 साल का इलेक्शन है ना, इलेक्शन से 3 महीने पहले करेंगे. या रोड साफ तैयार करनी ठीक से, अब देखेंगे. कोई फाइल आगे बढ़ानी, हाँ बेचेंगे. अच्छा कोई डिसीजन लेनी है इन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ सोसाइटी, चलो लेट अस मीट आफ्टर 2 years. ऐसा होता था काम, अब ऐसा नहीं है. What a fast way the things are. You and I also, to succeed in our respective fields, we have to be active, dynamic, planned like that. So, number of means to be practiced, for that the time required, and which is the suitable time, and at that time that particular thing done with full love and inspiration. At the same time, manage your health, most important, by correct food quantity, quality, timing, correct exercise. Manage your responsibilities with your parents and any other obligation. All are part of life. एक में हम है तो बाकी तुरंत नहीं छोड़ सकते. You don't have that command. Once you become highly responsible, others will help you. You have no obligation to them. When you reach to higher level, like our Pradhanantri, he has no responsibility for others now. Everybody helps him now. He's reached to that level. Although he takes initiative to inquire about people and do the needful, also required as a head of the nation. समझ गए ना बात? Manage all other things. That way, single pointed में हमको हमेशा याद होना है क्या पाना है, क्या करना है, उसके लिए लगे रहो. You don't have this goal and means and working for the planning. Therefore, every going dog or donkey or boy or girl, stupids, they attract you. And you attract them. And both of them fall in the ditch. है ना, in the ditch of what you call a fallen in love. सुअर जो गिरता है ना दलदल में, वैसे गिरते हैं तुम लोग बेवकूफ. Nonsense, don't do that all. Your life is very valuable and precious for you and the world and the divinity. They are expecting a lot from you. That's why they made you human being. अगर सुअर की तरह they expect, they would have made us that only. As man or women, human being, we are created. The minimum courtesy we have for the God is behave human, not animal. To know and live fully as a human being itself is a great achievement. Then you go for your divine evaluations. You don't do all that. Be pakka. All the time I am aware of my goal. I am aware of what sadhana I have to do. And for that, I have to struggle naturally to eliminate the negative, to inculcate the positive, to sustain the inspiration, and to go through all the odds that come as a result of what I have done in the past. अब देखो इतना मिलकर जिंदगी होता है, साधना होता है, सक्सेस होता है. For me, spiritual, for you, your worldly goal. Any goal it is. Goals differ, but the struggle effort remains same. So you people also, after succeeding in this way in the worldly goals, when you come to my age of 299 years, you can also start spiritual goal. Okay, these are the common sense thought today. Om Param Brahmane Shrutimatre Samasta Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Acharyebhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Namaha Smadgurubhyo Namaha Sri Krishnaya Namaha Rama Geetha Matre Namaha Vyasa Bhagavate Namaha Ramaya Namaha Ramayana Shastraya Namaha Valmiki Maharshi Asmadgurubhyo Namaha Tesham Sarvesham Kripanugrahena Upanishadukta Brahmatmaikya Bodha Siddhyartham श्रुतिस्मृति पुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवत भागवत ऋषिमन गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृतेः सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्ष मार्गाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति कल्याण एकता पूर्वाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सा सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयभिलाषिणाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां भक्त साधक सेवक शिष्याणां पूर्ण आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति ज्ञान प्राप्ति प्रेरणोत्साह प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम राम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिराणां विश्वविद्यालयानां आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां पुनः वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर उपासना यज्ञ शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन द्वारा विश्वे भारतवर्षे धर्मोक्ष पुरुषार्थ स्थापन द्वारा विश्व कल्याण रक्षणार्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां विवानां संकल्प सत्कर्मसु निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवता शास्त्र गुरु सत्संग देश धर्म माता पितृ भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक कार्यक्रमाणामध्ये अनेक शास्त्र अध्ययन साधनानां मध्ये शांति मंत्रोच्चारणं वेद मंत्रोच्चारणं गीता चतुर्दशोध्यायस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं वाल्मीकि रामायण बालकांड प्रथम सर्गस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं श्री केनोपनिषदः पारायणं वयं सर्वे जन्म साफल्यार्थं सनातन धर्म क्षेमार्थं मुक्त्यर्थं च करिष्यामहे. Friends, for you also I am doing everyday sankalpa. Those who tune and say yes, not for those who don't want. Okay, that freedom is there, relax. But a very powerful, useful sankalpa. Now let us do our Om thrice Anavatu Guru Brahma with full devotion. Om. Om. ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. 6 to 8 minutes Vedic chanting. ओम श्री 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 वेदमात्रे नमः. श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणं द्वितीयाष्टकं प्रथम प्रपाठकः. पंचदश मंत्रादारभ्य ओम उत्तरावतीं वै देवा आहुतिमजुहुः अवाचीमसुराः ततो देवा अभवन् परासुराः यं कामये तवसीयान् स्यादिति कनीयस्तस्य पूर्वकं हुत्वा उत्तरं भूयो जुहुयात्. एषा वा उत्तरावत्याहुतिः तान् देवा आजुहवुः ततस्ते भवन् यस्त्वैवं जुह्वति भवत्येव यं कामयेत पापीयान् स्यादिते भूयस्तस्य पूर्वकं हुत्वा उत्तरं कनीयो जुहुयात्. एषा वा अवाच्याहुतिः तामसुरा अजुहवुः ततस्ते पराभवन् यस्त्वैवं जुह्वते परैव भवते हुत्वोपसादयत्यजामि त्वाय अतो व्यावृत्यै गार्हपत्यं प्रतीक्षते अननुध्यायिनमेवैनं करोति अग्निहोत्रस्य वै स्थाणुरसि तं यरुच्छेत् यज्ञस्थाणुं रुच्छेत्. एष वा अग्निहोत्रस्य स्थाणुः यत्पूर्वाहुतिः तां यदुत्तरया विजुहुयात् यज्ञस्थाणुं मृच्छेत्. अतिहाय पूर्वामाहुतिं जुहुयोति यज्ञस्थाणुमेव परिवृणक्ति अथो भ्रातृव्यमेवाप्त्वातिक्रामति अवाचीनगं सायमुपमार्ष्ठि रेत एव तद्दधाति ऊर्ध्वं प्रातः प्रजनयत्येव दत् ब्रह्मवादिनो वदन्ते चतुरुन्नयते द्विर्जुहोति अथ क्वद्वे आहुति भवत इति अग्नौ वैश्वानर इति ब्रूयात्. एष वा अग्निर्वैश्वानरः यद्ब्राह्मणः हुत्वाद्भिः प्राश्नाति अग्नावेव वैश्वानरे द्वे आहुति जुहोति द्विर्जुहोति द्विर्निमार्ष्टि दिः प्राश्नाति षट् सम्पद्यन्ते षड्वा ऋतवः ऋतूनेव प्रीणाति ब्रह्मवादिनो वदन्ति इन्देवत्यमग्निहोत्रमिति वैश्वदेवमिति ब्रूयात्. यद्यजुषा जुहोति तदैन्द्राग्नम् यत्तूष्णीं तत्प्राजापत्यं यन्निमार्ष्टि तदोषधीनां यद्वितीयं तत्पितॄणां यत्प्राश्नाति तद्गर्भाणां तस्माद्गर्भा अनश्नन्तो अनश्नन्तो वर्तन्ते यदा चामति तन्मनुष्याणाम् उदं पर्यावृत्या चामति आत्मनो गोपीथाय निर्णेनेक्तिशुद्ध्यै निष्टपति स्वगाकृत्यै उद्दिशते सप्तर्षीनेव प्रीणाति दक्षिणा पर्यावर्तते स्वमेव वीर्यमनु पर्यावर्तते तस्माद् दक्षिणोऽर्ध आत्मनो वीर्यावत्तरः अतो आदित्यस्यैव वृतमनु पर्यावर्तते उत्वोपसमिन्धे ब्रह्मवर्चसस्य समिध्यै न बर्हिषिरनु प्रहरेत् न बर्हिरनुप्रहरेत् असर्गस्थितो वा एष यज्ञः यदग्निहोत्रं यदनुप्रहरेत् यज्ञं विच्छिन्द्यात् तस्मान्नानुप्रहृत्यं यज्ञस्य सन्तत्यै अपोनिनयति अवभृतस्यैव रूपमकः अववन्रुवति जुह्यान्नयति मार्ष्टिद्विह प्राश्नाति प्राजापत्यम् आचामतीन्देकः ओम शांति शांति शांति. Very good friends, thank you. Now we have to do Srimad Bhagavad Gita Chaturdasha Adhyayah Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. The first Jnanam is value, importance of Jnanam is told. What is Jnanam is taught. Then to experience that Jnanam, the obstacles are the three gunas of Prakriti, that is the beginning happened in the 5th shloka. Up to 18th shloka, the three gunas of Prakriti, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, their nature, their influence, their result, how we have to change from one to the other, all of that is discussed. Then in the 1920, Bhagavan told about the Gunaateetha sthiti. Liking that, Arjuna wanted to know, therefore in the 21 shloka, Arjuna asked the questions. Then Bhagavan starts answering 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. In that, for first prashna, one shloka given answer. For second prashna, in 3 shlokas, Bhagavan gave answer. For the last prashna, 2 shlokas. So the first prashna was Kaihi Lingaihi Trin Gunan Etan Atitah Bhavati. Etan means these, Trin means 3, Gunan, the Gunas, Atitaha, the one who has gone beyond. Kaihi Lingaihi Bhavati. In what linga or chihna he exists, how to identify him, but what symbols are signs. Then etan trin gunan atitaha, the one who has gone beyond these 3 gunas, kimachara bhavati. What type of achara vyavahara he does it? Second Krishna, he does. By himself, what way he does, and when world comes in front of him, how he responds to them. Third one, kathamcha etan trin gunan ati vartate. How one can go beyond these 3 gunas and be in that Gunaateetha Atmanubhuti, Gunaateetha Brahmanubhuti, Gunaateetha Kshetrajna Anubhuti, Gunaateetha Purusha Anubhuti, Gunaateetha Dhyaya Atma Anubhuti, in which, because there is no limitation, no conditioning, no Janma Jara Roga Mrityu Adi, therefore from all these bondages there is liberation. That is why that state is called as state of moksha or liberation. And it being eternal, it is called as Amrita Anubhava. And because of its being pure existence and consciousness never ending, therefore it is Ananda. So Ananda Swarupa, Amrita Swarupa, Sat, Chit, Ekameva Dvayam. That is the moksha sthiti that is experienced when we go beyond 3 gunas. Therefore, how to go beyond these 3 gunas becomes an obvious question by any intelligent person who is listening all that. So Bhagavan initiated the topic by saying these are the 3 gunas with which you, the real self, is bound to the dehas. Sattvam, Rajaha, Tamaha iti gunaha prakriti sambhavaha nibadhnanti he mahabaho dehe dehinam avyayam. That is how this topic started in the 5th shloka. But what said? Arjuna only asked, Bhagavan gave a chance. Arjuna only asked how the Gunaateetha sthiti is achieved. Okay, 3 questions once more reminded. The answers. The first question's answer was Prakasham Pravrittim Moham. Sampravruttani na dveshti, nivruttani na kankshati. This is how the linga or chihna of a Gunatita Purusha. Second question, Kimacharaha. For that, answers in three shlokas. In the first shloka, five things told. In second, six. In the third, three are told. Okay, let us chant these being very important ones. All these three shlokas two times. First two shlokas 2 minutes I'll explain. The last one 5-10 minutes. That is how we'll do it today. So, Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. ओम श्री कृष्ण परम ब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद् भगवद गीता अथ चतुर्दशोऽध्यायः गुणत्रय विभाग योगः त्रयोविंशति चतुर्विंशति पंचविंशतितमौ श्लोकौ श्री भगवानुवाच उदासीनवदासीनः गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते गुणा वर्तन्त इत्येव योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते उदासीनवदासीनः गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते गुणा वर्तन्त इत्येव योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते समदुःखसुखस्वस्थः समलोष्टाश्मकाञ्चनः तुल्यप्रिया प्रियो धीरः तुल्यनिन्दात्मसंस्तुतिः समदुःखसुखस्वस्थः समलोष्टाश्मकाञ्चनः तुल्यप्रिया प्रियो धीरः तुल्यनिन्दात्मसंस्तुतिः मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते. Friends, Gunatita Purushas way of conducting in this life are told in this 14 gunas or lakshanas or expressions. Okay. First shloka, the five were Udasinavad Asina. Okay. So he is not perturbed by the gunas. Udasin hota hai. He will not love or hate any gunas. He doesn't take the paksha of the any of the gunas. Mind you, these are Gunatita Purusha Lakshanas, not Sadhaka. Sadhaka should take the side of Sattva Guna and reject Rajo Tamo. ये तो मैं 10 बार बता चुका हूं अभी तक पिछले 10 दिन से. So गुणा उदासीन, that is why that vatu pratyaya. Vat means like. So for a Gunateetha Purusha, he is udasin because he says I am the self. But you and I are in the guna level, so we have to reach to Gunateetha. For that, Sattva Guna only helps. Therefore, increase the Sattva Guna. है ना, लाइक ए पर्सन ऑलरेडी मिलेनियर, ही कैन डू लॉट ऑफ दान धर्म. हमको खाने को खुद को नहीं है, पहले कमाओ, देन यूज दैट कमाई फॉर दैट दान धर्म. हियर आल्सो फॉर बिकमिंग गुणातीता यू हैव टू कमाओ द सत्व गुण. विदाउट दैट हाउ कैन यू एक्ट लाइक गुणातीता, दैट उदासीन रहोगे, नहीं होता हो. सो फॉर अस प्रैक्टिकली फॉर सम लाइव्स वी हैव टू अवॉइड रजोतमो एंड इन्वॉल्व इन सत्व एंड रिड्यूस रजोतमो एंड इंक्रीज सत्व. ओके, प्रैक्टिकली वो करना है, भूलो मत उसको. बट थियोरिटिकली गुणातीत लक्षणा अर्जुना आस्क्ड, थियोरिटिकली भगवान सेइंग दैट ही इज उदासीना to all the gunas. He is not taking sides of any of the guna. Second, gunaiyo na vichalyate. He himself doesn't get chanchala because of any gunas coming and going. Then guna vartanta iti. He knows that gunas only doing all vyavahara. And avadhishtati, fourth one, he establishes in the sakshi, in the gunatita purusha atmasthiti, in that purusha sthiti, in that kshetragna sthiti. Avatishtati is the word, please पकड़ लेना. I am the self, I am the Gunatita, I am the Purusha, I am pure, all pervading consciousness. In that he is stabilized. And then na ingate, he doesn't flicker from it even a moment. So when the gunas are there, udasina navichalyate gunavartanta ityeva. Once he has transcended them, avatishtati, he establishes in the self, naingate, he never gets shaken from it. Okay. Avatishtati means actually he is in his own self anubhuti. Naingate means he will not invoke from inside the three gunas. Gunaidyo navichalyate and udasina vadasinaha, then gunavartanta ityeva means when the gunas are working, he remains as a sakshi. These are the five things. In the first sloka about a Gunaateetha Purusha. Now second one. When the Sukha Dukkha come to him, how he behaves? Samaha. Samadukha Sukha. And then whatever the work he has to do or whatever the self-experience he'll have to establish if he's on the seat of meditation, he is in that only. That's called as swastha. He is always in his own self. So he will not be becoming Vishama because of Sukha Dukkha coming to the mind because of pairs of opposite happening either to the Upadhis or in the world outside. Like conducive things happen, we become Sukhi. Unconducive happen, we become Dukhi. He is Sama in Sukha and Dukkha. Because he is a witness, he is a consciousness, he is illuminating both of them. Isn't it? Like India and Pakistan playing cricket. If I am an Indian, I favor India to win and all. हार गया तो रोता हूँ, जीत गया तो jump. So too the Pakistan people, they do it. But a neutral fellow watching the match, he will only enjoy the अच्छा खेल हुआ, जिसने अच्छा खेला उसने जीता. He is swastha. He enjoyed the sport. In the same way, Sukha Dukkha, when they come and go, this man never gives aside this Jivan Mukta or Gunatita. Never Swastaha. He is always in his own place. Okay, Samadukha Sukha. You and I also have to learn these things. Can't give value to Sukha more because you have to work for further successes to serve the world. Can't give value to the Dukkha more because it demoralizes it. हो गया तो हो गया, आगे बढ़. So to swastaha at practical level, what goal we have to achieve, for that what to do in that establishing. That's called swasmin stitha swastaha. But here we're talking not about sadhaka, but about siddha purusha, but about jivan mukta, but about the gunateetha. Therefore, he is always in his own self. What is the meaning of samadukha sukha and swastaha? Dukkha sukha come to the mind because of favorable, unfavorable conditions. Who am I? I am only consciousness. Is it not? When the dukkha comes, am I not aware of it? Is this awareness becoming dukkhi? No. When the sukha comes, am I not aware of it? Huh? Am this awareness in me, is it becoming sukhi? No. So remaining as awareness, expressing as witness, not getting carried away, sukha dukkha.